We are joined right now by Kane star defensive end Greg Rousseau, who is coming back as the leading sack man in the entire country as we enter the new season. And Greg, first of all, thanks for joining us here on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure. No problem.
Just recently, you guys were able to go and work out. How much have you been able to do? Have you been back on campus? And how has it been, this whole thing with your teammates?
Just to be around those guys, that's my second family, and we all have so much love for each other. So it's a blessing to be back and to be working hard. And we've been on campus for like 2 weeks now, and we've been in the weight room and stuff. It's been different, obviously, with like social distancing and stuff. But we've been making it work. We've still been working hard, pushing each other from a distance 6 feet away and stuff. Yeah. But we've been definitely getting some good work in, and it's great to be back.
You guys get into the conversation about everything that's happened, what could happen about a season, whether you travel, shorten season. Do you guys get into that at all with your teammates or with the coaching staff?
Yeah, we do. It's definitely like the elephant in the room. We talk about it. But honestly, what Coach Diaz is telling us is just to stay ready at all times. So that's what we're doing. He's our leader. He knows what he's talking about. So we're just going to stay ready, and whatever happens, happens. But we're just going to play it by ear and go day by day and just keep on working hard.
I call you the leading sack man, and it's incredible how you have come up from a guy who was recruited, but I don't want to say highly recruited, right? I think that's safe to say, to a guy who all of a sudden has all these expectations. What was the biggest change for you to go from that to this guy that all eyes are on as a preseason All-American?
Yeah, I mean, my work ethic and stuff is staying the same, but like when I was in high school and stuff, even though I was like tall and all that, I was always really the underdog because obviously I was like a 3-star and stuff. So I'm just going to keep that same mentality, that dog mentality and that work ethic that I've had since I was little, and just keep on going hard.
When I saw that you were a receiver, first of all, I thought to myself, man, that's frightening seeing a 6'6" guy with your size. Yeah. Were you a good receiver?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was all county and all state. I love receivers. Just that I just had more potential at DN and more room to grow because obviously I could add weight on my frame and stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like DN was definitely the spot for me. But I had a lot of fun at receiver knowing I was in high school.
Yeah. Does that at all affect the mental preparation for you, knowing that it's no longer, hey, who's that guy? He's really good, to like, hey, I know who that guy is and I expect him to be good?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it really does. Just I got to watch more film. I got to take everything more seriously. Not that I didn't take it seriously before, but I definitely got to keep on upping my game because I know the games are obviously going to get harder again because people know who I am now. So I'm staying ready, but I know I got to be more consistent and just be that guy for my team because they're gonna look to me to make plays and stuff like that, like in the big time games this fall.
But I think everybody's going to talk about that 4-sack FSU game when you played. I mean, is that a game you could have even dreamed about? Like, could you sit there and go, man, I'd love one day to take it to FSU and get 4 sacks? Or did that not even something that was so wild that you didn't even think of that?
Honestly, I just got up there and I got in a groove. I was blessed. I had a great game. My teammates, the coaching staff, we had a great game plan. But honestly, I didn't even see myself having that great of a game. Like when I had it, I was just like, when I saw after the game that I had 4 sacks, I was like, wow, that's just crazy. Like that was one of the best days of my life for sure. That was amazing.
And this is the first time we've talked, and you sound like such a humble guy and a guy that still feels he can get better. Where does that come from?
Just the way I was raised with my parents, they're 2 hard workers. That's just the way they brought me up, So I'm definitely just keeping my attitude, keeping my edge, always keeping that work ethic that I have, staying humble. My dad always tells me stay humble, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not the type to like even when I have a game with a whole bunch of sacks, I don't brag about it or like say I got more sacks than you or whatever. I'm grateful for my teammates who helped me get those sacks. So I'm gonna just keep that same attitude and that work ethic, but really it just comes from my parents and just the way I was raised and all that.
Well, credit to them, because you can tell that for a guy with so much success already at a young age, you are very humble. But even beside all that humble look, have you looked at anything that anyone said to you when they start talking about this NFL buzz? Because the draft finished a few months ago and everybody was excited in town about Tua, and then I saw your name everywhere about potential guys next year that can have that buzz. How do you avoid getting caught up into that when you hear your name in NFL circles?
Honestly, just going day by day, just worrying about my next practice, my next lift, my next meeting with my teammates, and not just getting caught into the future. I'm just taking it day by day and I'm really just playing it by ear and I'm gonna just keep working hard. And if God sends those blessings my way, then that's great, But I'm definitely not going to get too caught up in it. And I'm going to be the same player I was last year for sure. I'm going to keep on working hard because, you can't just switch up because things are starting to look like they're going to go your way in the future because you never know. Like anything could happen. So I'm gonna just keep on being me.
You've already come a long way in a short amount of time, and you're coming off a big season. I appreciate the time, Greg. Listen, stay healthy to you, your family, your teammates, and hopefully we'll see you in the fall making some big plays again.
Appreciate that. God bless, bro.
Thanks. Same to you, man. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir.